So good morning from the sloth. Day 12, March 31st. This is our 12th day. Today's a big day. Why? Not because of the miles. We're 17 miles from Franklin, and I'd like to get as close as I can to the road. So probably 10 or 12 today, depending upon how I feel. I had a good night's sleep, but it was really weird. There was a lot of radio chatter and limbs and trees breaking. It was just, something was weird going on, but I haven't heard yet. I will. I'll report back. So anyway, why is today going to be crazy? So back in 23, I got off at 98.1 Mooney Gap because of Mom, not because of her, but because I wanted to. And someone was asking about the story, so maybe I'll put a little bonus clip in here, sit down and kind of explain to you what happened, since there's so many more folks here, and I do appreciate you. And then we're going to go up over Albert Mountain, and we're going to hit 100 miles. We only have to do it 21 more times. So, things are good. Back's a little sore. Backpack's a little wonky this morning. I don't know why. But I had my last cheeseburger for breakfast. And I got a bunch of snacks packed. So we're going to push as hard as we can. I'm not going that fast, but I'm going hours. So probably going to put another 8-hour day. Be done by 2 or 3. There's a couple of spots I'm shooting for. So we'll see. You get outside. Get to walking and send me those videos. Those pictures. And tell me stuff. Sloth. By the way, first out of camp, 7:10. It's probably 7:20 by the way. It's looking like some rain starting today. Not a lot, but our first taste, so should be interesting. Well, good morning. About 45 minutes into the day, going really slow. Had to climb a hill, get my pack adjusted, trying to figure out what's going on with the weather today. It's 50 and, as you can see, packed in fog or clouds. I think I'm walking in the clouds. We have 3.7 to Mooney Gap, and then we're gonna hit Albert Mountain, and I'm probably gonna take 5 minutes at Mooney Gap to just think about Mom. And I know somebody just recently asked me on one of the YouTube channels what happened and how they can help with hospice. Because as you know, I'm raising money for a hospice and walking with Mom. As you have seen many occasions, that 4-leaf clover is actually an urn with some of her ashes. So she's walking with me. If you started from the beginning, on day 1, you watched my dad. They're not together. They weren't together when she passed. But my dad, of 81 years and strong, did the first mile, but up to Springer from the parking lot, which is really 2. And he crushed it. He's still walking 3.5 miles a day, plus lifting. And I fully expect to see a video and or a picture of him and his awesome wife, Patty, that I love. She's awesome. Oh, man. Okay. Before I splash in this mud, I'm going to turn this off. And I'm back. So, this is going to be a bonus video all unto itself. And if I get crazy emotional, sorry, not sorry. Some of you have asked the story of what happened to my mother, what happened to my hike, why I'm back. It happened in early March of 23. We were in a service for a family member at a church. I'm going to make a lot of this stuff short. But my mother had a stroke in the pew in front of me, next to my sister. Towards the end of the service, literally at the end of the service. We spent the next 3 weeks at Albany Medical Center. And I thought that she was going to bounce right back, because that's what happens with strokes. You have a stroke and you just come back. And I had been planning for literally years to do the trail. So Max and I, the other M and M, came out here with his intention to be 10 days on the trail. And I was going to do a through hike because Mom's going to get better. And whatever needed to be done, my brother and sister can handle, because it can't be that bad. Things like that don't happen to me. Well, I got to here, and Donnie and Mary from the Grateful Shuttle came up this road on the most miserable day you could ever imagine. It was pouring. It was bad. I set up my tent, sat in there for 2.5, 3 hours waiting for them to come get me. And it was dumping. And skip real fast forward, I got home. Mom wasn't okay. My sister Joy rearranged her whole life, her house, her marriage, and her family, so my mom could move in there. And then my brother Brad, my sister, both live in Connecticut. I live in Vermont. And the three of us cared for her. I'd come down on weekends. And it was a special time. Man, Mom was ornery. She was pissed off that this happened to her. And so it wasn't right. It wasn't fair. But it did. And we just kept on doing. We lost caregivers. She was mean. But she was the most loving person ever. She used to say, Mark, just love them more. I just need more love, whoever it was, whatever it was, just love them more. But her frustration and being pissed off that this happened to her would overtake her sometimes. I always think of a certain caregiver that she was so mean to, and ends up she really doesn't know what happened. And I'm not going to give all the details because it's for family. But we went through PT and OT and everything. We had to feed her towards the end and bathe her and take her to the bathroom. And her and I used to have bathroom meetings. We'd sit in there for an hour or two, her on the toilet, me in her wheelchair, just talk. Try to solve all the problems of the world. We did most of them, but we couldn't solve hers. We did everything we could. We told her we would do everything we could for as long as we could, until it was medically beyond what we could. And then she went in and out of a couple homes, went on hospice, and that was just not a good situation. Until Deirdre, one of our good friends, she's a nurse. She's more than a nurse. She got Mom into Branford Hospice. That's who I'm raising money for. These people, they're beyond human. They need help. We all need help. We should all be able to pass like my mother did, with dignity. These people were just special. Close your ears if you don't like bad words. My mom said, "Mark, go finish that fucker." That's why I'm back. So with your help and me walking, I hope to raise a whole buttload of money so people like my mom and you and me and our families can pass peacefully and with dignity. I thank you for your time. I gotta go that way. I gotta go climb Albert Mountain. It's the 100-mile mark. It's March 31st, and I know this video is gonna be out of sync, but I thought it was important. I love y'all. I appreciate all the support, every little bit of it. I'm gonna walk till I can't walk no more. Sloth. Out. That was my friend Ella. And Ella's a college student, and she's gonna be getting off trail today and bouncing up into the Smokies, which I know she's gonna crush. She's probably just about out by now. But she was part of the reason I felt so good through the first 100 miles. She's a true inspiration. Good person. Did a good job, Mom and Dad. See you on the other side. Trail days, Miss Ella. What an incredible experience. I'm about a half mile from Albert Mountain Fire Tower, and my buddy Chris, who I work with and just a good friend from Vermont, just called me and said he wants to hook up with me in Virginia. So we're gonna see if we can make that happen. So that's awesome. Have a great day. Hey, how are you doing? That was sick. Holy crap. That kicked my ass. Oh. Well, we made it. 100 miles. Yeah, buddy. Woot, woot. Congratulations, gentlemen. And Ella. Strider's here. Everybody's here. Heck yeah.
Dude, I'm dripping.
Dripping. That is just crazy.
I'm mortifying about
The stair stepper.
that was the ultimate stair stepper.
Wow. Thank you, candy corn. So I says, Carolina, you trying to kill me? No, we're trying to Indian you. Excuse me? Standing Indian. 0.3 from the top, you ain't killing this sloth. Peace out. We're almost at the top of standing Indian. But look what I got to look at. That's crazy, huh, fellas? Yeah, that's Hiawassee back down there with that lake. All right, guys. Just made it to the top. So we have 6 miles down to make it to this Carter Gap shelter. And that's where we're going to hold up for the night. So probably 3 more hours. 4 o'clock we'll be there. So, ow. Water stop and chill stop for about 5 minutes. Sloth approved. Well, good evening, all. It was a day, a long day. Look, I got boogers sticking out of my nose and everything. But I'm good. I feel good. Blister's good. Just had a ramen bomb. That's what that picture is in that packet. That's ramen with a packet of potatoes. And it was really good. So I'm going to tear apart a rotisserie chicken when I go into town. And that's going to become part of the rotation. It was good. Did over 12 miles again, which set us up for... So today is Monday. We have to be in Franklin on Wednesday. We're taking a Nero and a Zero at the Grove with Willow and Bloobs. So I'm going to try to catch the 12:30 shuttle into town, have a beer, have food, get settled in the hostel, put my feet up, and then Thursday I'll do shopping. We're going to do a 2.5 day into the Ramblin' Roots, which is near the Knock, which we'll see that in a few days. Nantahala Outdoor Center. But the lady that runs Ramblin' Roots is like the Smokies whisperer, so she knows all about the weather and what to do, all that kind of stuff. Yes, the Smokies are coming. What is going on here? Excuse my lack of hygiene. So we're gonna do 2.5 days into Ramblin' Roots, where we'll stay there for the night, and then we have like 30 miles. We'll go to Fontana Lodge. We're gonna have a couple boxes resupply, and Heather's sending me some stuff. And then we're going to the Smokies, and everybody's nervous about that. So it's really a weather thing. Whether you like it or whether you don't, the weather's gonna happen. So, if it gets crazy and there's insane weather, well, then I'll hold up in Fontana Village. If not, I'm gonna hop in there. We're gonna do 3.5 days to Gatlinburg. It's a 70-mile stretch. So we're finishing up at 40 now. So we'll go in, we'll do 3.5 days, jump out, resupply, go into Gatlinburg, have some fun, probably just lay down. And I don't know, I'm kidding. And then back into the Smokies, 3.5 days out, and we'll be in Hot Springs, and life will settle in and become more routine-y at that point. But everything's going good. I'm mostly walking by myself, but there's some folks that are around. My buddy Ben had just found out he's coming back. He had some heel issues, but he just got cleared to come back. So he's going to be in play here in the next couple of weeks. Ella was another. She's a college girl. She's so fast. She's done the next 100 mile, 65 miles. So she's going to bounce after we get out tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I think Thursday she's going into the Smokies. And there's a couple cool people around me. Boston. This guy from Boston, but he's leaving when we hit Hot Springs. And then there's just a bunch of young folks around me. So actually there's three, a brother, two brothers, and a friend, 3 military guys that I'm not walking with them, but I keep bumping into them, and they're pretty cool. So one of them, Happy Feet, he gave me a Band-Aid today for my blister, so I'm going to check that out. But everything's good, just exhausted, and looking forward to a day and a half off. Have a great evening. Sloth. Ow!